Donald Trump just issued an executive order about low-flow shower heads. You heard that right. The Trump administration is trolling us, but the troll has a serious side to it because of the way that it undermines the basic principles of the rule of law. Here's why. In this executive order, the Trump administration repealed, or said it was repealing, a definition of showerhead issued by the Department of Energy under the Biden administration. Sounds like no big deal, or might even sound like a good thing if, like me, you prefer a real shower to a low-flow shower. I know, they're bad for the environment. The problem, though, with this order is that the order explicitly and openly defies a law known as the Administrative Procedure Act, or the APA. The reason the APA matters is that it is the law that courts have been using most to strike down Trump's illegal executive orders. The deeper importance of the APA assures that when executive agencies issue regulations that have the force of law, the rules that govern our lives, that they don't just do it for no reason at all, or based on a presidential whim. The whole point of the APA is to assure that when the government's going to issue regulations, they tell us about it in advance, they listen to anyone who wants to write in and explain their points of view, and then when they issue their final rule, they explain that they actually listened to the input. At the end of that whole process, the courts get to weigh in and to say whether reasoning actually took place and whether that reasoning was good enough. If the Trump administration were to get away with this, and to be sure, I do not believe that they will or that they should, then the Trump administration would be able to say, we're just exempt from legal requirements whenever the president issues an order. At some basic level, that tells you everything you need to know about how Donald Trump sees the world. I said so, and so the law doesn't apply. Trump has a few different ways of undermining the rule of law. Sometimes he picks an issue that we're collectively really divided about and tries to use that as his cover. Sometimes he waits for nobody to be looking. And sometimes he tries to pick a subject matter where ultimately the issue seems really unserious and then tries to smuggle in a serious problem with the law into it. Nobody, including me, likes low water pressure in the shower. But we do like the rule of law, and we need that. And this executive action flatly violates the rule of law, and that is actually extremely serious.